live. That's Pimp My Ride, Watch My Crib, all this stuff. You know, watching people's lives on Facebook. You're at the edge, watching someone else live, wondering what it's going to be like when you jump without ever jumping. And I'm just here to tell you, jump. Because only three things can happen. You're either going to jump and fly, or you're going to jump and fall on something soft, or you're going to fall down hard. Either way, you're going to get back up. You already know you got what it takes to get back up. Your greatest fear is not that you will fall. Your greatest fear is that you will live a full life and never fly. That you never leaped. You're not afraid of dying. You're afraid of dying before the world sees who you really are. Before they really get your fingerprint. Before they really feel your breath. Before they really get your contribution. Before they really feel you. That's what you don't want to happen. You don't want to leave this place without us knowing you were here. All I'm doing is giving my dream a chance. And I'm not extraordinary. You don't get off the hook. You don't get to be let off the hook. I'm an ordinary woman who chooses every day to make one more extraordinary decision.
Woo! Keep it coming, keep it coming. I didn't think she fit.
Everything that I need to get back up, I have in me. If I don't have what I need, I can go get it. Once I figured that out, the world was my playground. The question was just, where do I go get it? I don't know about that. Where do I go get it? Right. And I don't come from a learning background where I was a great student. I wasn't, my highest grade in school was a C+. And when I got a C+, I did the happy dance. And so I didn't have a background where studying was natural for me. Mm-hmm. But when I realized that if I go study something and I learn it, I own it, it's mine now, right. Man, it was crazy because all through school, I struggled. The last time I took an English class, my English teacher told me I was the weakest writer she ever met in her entire life.
Lovely.
Yeah, lovely. And the same year I took a speech class, and my speech teacher, he said, quote unquote, Ms. Nichols, I recommend you never speak in public, that you get a desk job. Wow. And so
That's mean.
Yeah, it was demotivated people, sad people hurt. Sad people make other people sad. Bottom line, don't take it personal, hurt people hurt. See, most people want the convenience of transformation without the inconvenience required for transformation. So my grandmother says, and I love to repeat this, your conviction, what you're passionate about, your conviction and your convenience don't live on the same block. They ain't even in the same zip code. So if you want to have a conviction for something, you have to sign up to be inconvenienced. We're trying to find convictions and passion and breakthrough on the inside of our box. Well, when you realize that the box doesn't even exist, like someone made up, oh, you're playing outside the box. So we all bought into, there's a box. Well, I don't even own a box. I don't even want to get in your box. You better come out here because I ain't getting in there. And so when you start thinking like that, Tom, all of a sudden, everything is possible. So I disrupt people when I say, you want to make me extraordinary because it lets you off the hook. What if the God that we call God, the divine, whatever your faith is, what if there's no partial? It's not going to give me a hookup and not give you one. Not going to give me an opportunity and not give you one. I'm going to be on the treadmill running. I'm just not going to stop because I believe all things are available to us. I'm just willing to go after them. Are you willing? And then that is so disruptive because then you got to make a decision. Because it's easier to live inside the parameters of, well, as a Black woman, well, as born and raised in South Central, well, I'm dyslexic. I wrote 7 books. I'm dyslexic. So just knowing, I'm not perfect. What I do really well is I manage my imperfection well.
Good morning.
So we're all waiting for perfect. It's an illusion that will never come to you, and it's an excuse to never show up and play. Your story is not meant to be.
I'm feeling so great this morning. I don't even want to let Lisa Nichols go. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the space. I am Starcine. If you want to see my face, jump on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. Good morning to you. Breakfast with Champions is the #1 morning show, my favorite show, the one that keeps me pumped every morning and going. When you come into this space, you're going to get all the motivation, all the education, all the inspiration. I just want to come say good morning to everyone. I see Dr. Angelica. I have a special guest coming through with me today. So Dr. Fred, check your email. I sent you something. Mary Kim, good morning. Scott, good morning. I like to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Damola, Tossin, Karina, Zach, good morning. Trey Urban, I see in the back. David said, Melvin Facts. All right. Did you guys love Lisa this morning? Make some noise in the chat. Let me hear if you love Lisa this morning. Yes, no, maybe so? Anyone? Are we awake? Are we alive? Let's go, champion.
Yes, we loved it. We loved it. Yes.
Is Veronica the only person that was listening? Come on, am I gonna hear some noise, Pete?
Oh my God, it was amazing. I loved it.
Thank you, thank you. I did that last week, and I said, you know what? I remember last year ago, December, when I was getting my goals and targets and everything ready for the new year. I've known of Lisa Nichols. If you guys don't know, I believe Ramon is going to have her in her event or something he has going on with her. So make sure you follow Ramon. And every single night I would listen, no, in the morning, I'm sorry, because I would get up an hour early. I would listen to her videos. I've seen every single one of her videos. And I forgot the fire, the joy that it brings my soul. So that's why I'm playing it every single morning. Right now, I wanted to say good morning to everyone. You know, like when you go to church and the pastor says, hug your neighbor, clap your neighbor, whatever. Right now, I want you to just say hello to your neighbor, follow your neighbor. Good morning, Babs. Welcome to the stage. Mama Tita coming back from Dubai. I see Tanika. I see Rose. I see Valerie. Welcome, William. So we are family here. We are family. Hello, Bella. And today I've got a lot of information. It's so much I can't even get to the point of where I want to go. But like I said, if you want to see my face, jump on YouTube and subscribe. Do me a favor, subscribe. I wanted to start today's topic. Do we have something on top? I like that right there. Don't ease. Yes, I love this one. We don't ease up. Time to press the gas. As you know, we're at the end of the year, and I wanted to share with you guys a few things. And that's Mary Kim coming on up here. If you come up to the stage, you got to make some noise. You got to move. All right, you got to get motivated. I want to know, what is your excuse? What is next for you? And last night, I was just kind of going through all the things I've done for this year. You know, we have a summit coming up in less than 2 weeks. I'm so excited about so many speakers here. And I just have been reevaluating what I've done this year. And the more I think about it, I keep thinking of more stuff I've done. And I'm like, wow. And I'm not saying these things to boast. I'm not saying these things to say, hey, look at me. No. Okay, maybe I am saying that so you can do the same thing. I want to be your mirror. I want to be that person. And you say, wow, if she did it, I can do it too. And I see, oh, we got Zona Genius in the building. Good morning, Ramon. I actually had something I was going to read from Ramon, and it touched my heart. If you go to his Instagram, he wrote something, turmoil. I didn't realize the intense turmoil that Rachel Hollis' husband had, their family was going through. As reported by the WSJ, and this is what I love about his show. It's like there's stuff going on in the news and I have no idea. And when you tune in to his show at 10, it's like I get all the information really quick. But anyway, this is really deep. So put your seatbelts on, crew. We all, as the massively imperfect humans, we struggle. Abuse, addictions, hurts, pains, and misery. Many have jobs where you go to work and are seen by limited number of people. At your church, you can go in late, you can leave early. However, some of us, like me, like Ramon, like Christina, like Glenn Lundy, TM, every single, person that I know that's close to me, we have a larger degree that most were in public eye. All right. We need to get help. Everyone, in my opinion, needs some therapy, needs some help. You just got hit by your man, and you got to go live in 30 minutes. You have an event to host and your kids are arguing with you, your husband's arguing with you. You've got to update a marketing funnel, yet you've just cursed your kids out. You need to schedule a coaching session you're struggling with, and you have suicidal thoughts. Can anyone understand? Is anyone relating with me, or is this just me? Is it just me and Ramon feeling these things? We who give to others and inspire others must do daily things to strengthen ourselves. All humans do this, and especially those in the public eye. When I read that, I was like, whoa, that is super deep. This weekend, there's a speech contest, Grant Cardone. If you're interested in public speaking, you probably signed up for it. But there's many things. Good morning, Mommy. She sent me a text telling me she's in Clubhouse. Good morning. Just because you hear us speaking and doing these things doesn't mean that we don't have, I'm going to say it, problems. That's one of the words I usually never say is problems, because problems sound really heavy. And so I'm going to say situations. I get situations in my life. And last week, let me tell you guys, it's like the devil was sitting on my left shoulder and he was not budging. Like, he knows how to get to me, my heart. I was really, really going through it last week. And I am so grateful and so thankful for the champions that kept pushing me up in the back, pushing me up in the back. Dr. Fred, can you tell me, have you ever in your career, can you tell the people about how you got your license to be an attorney? This is one of my coaches, guys. Dr. Fred, can you share with us what you went through?
The Louisiana bar exam is a bar exam that when I took it was handwritten. And you take the bar exam twice a year. It was offered. It's 8 hours a day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. 8-hour exam, handwritten. Okay, so that you take the bar exam after you go to law school, as all of you know. So I took the bar exam the first time. I got the letter in the mail. Dear Mr. Jones, we regret to inform you, you failed the bar. I'm like, holy smoke, I can't do anything. Took the bar exam the second time. Dear Mr. Jones, we regret to inform you, you failed the bar. All right, by now, I'm living with my 2 sons and nothing to eat. And, I can't go work anywhere. And I'm just struggling, right? Third time, dear Mr. Jones, we regret to inform you, you failed the bar. I got that letter in the mail, folks, 7 times. And there was so much more happening between that. But Starcina, thank you so much. But after 7 times, I managed to get past the bar exam now. I'm admitted to the bar in Louisiana. I'm a United States Supreme Court attorney and best-selling author of multiple books, and I've helped hundreds of other people to become bestsellers since then. That's my story. I'm sticking with it.
Can you tell us how you invested in yourself? Because this is always my point.
Oh, my God. After several years of after getting admitted to the bar, believe it or not, and practicing law for a period of time. I was a college professor teaching, but I wasn't fulfilled. I wasn't complete. I was kind of bored, to be honest with you. And I got into coaching, and I actually, it's been 10 years ago now. Coming up this year, 2014. And so I paid $800 and I enrolled in a class. $800. That's the first time I got in this class. This lady said, if you want more impact, influence, income, $800. You take this class, $800. After that, he said, my next program is $10,000. Never met these people in my life. I'm like, I got to do something. I'm at a stage in my life where I got to make a change. I was about 53 years old at that time. $10,000 I paid to get in that program. After that, she said, I got another program. But the good thing about the $10,000, which I teach people now, I paid 10 and had one person in that group when I went to Atlanta that paid me $10,000 to help them write and publish their book. And I was like, I made my money back. I got to do this. This is awesome. And then 10 other people paid me $10,000. I'm like, that's $100,000. I matched my salary. I'm like, holy smoke, this is working. I matched my salary 2 years in a row after paying $10,000. Then I joined a mastermind at $25,000. And I kept on investing. I'm like, this is working so well. And then the last time I invested, I did that $30,000 2 or 3 times, and up to about $500,000 I invested in coaching the first 5 years or 6 years of my coaching career. And since then, I took a 99-cent e-book, flipped it to $1 million business, and I'm not looking back. I'm not playing the radio.
I love it. I love it. Did that impress anyone, inspire anyone? If so, make some noise. Unmic and make some noise if it did.
Sorry, Tina.
Yes.
I just want to say Dr. Fred is the most beautiful, smartest man that I have come to know. He's just an amazing human. Back to you, Tina.
Yes. Yes. And Ramon, what about you? Did you do any investing in yourself for your career?
Yeah, I invested in Lamar Tyler's Traffic Says Profit program, $30,000 a year program, which has helped me see what I don't want to do and see what I do want to do. And Lamar Tyler, look him up. He's an amazing, amazing real deal human. So that's one of many investments. Yes.
I love that.
It doesn't have to be about money. Just so you know, my flex, it doesn't have to be money. You could invest, without the money too. But I would just share with others. Yes, I do invest even my money in myself. Yes.
I love it. I share that with you, champions, because some people think they can just show up and do what we do overnight. It takes time. You heard Dr. Fred, 7 times he failed, 10 years he's been doing this, and you started at 53. So that is inspiring to me, motivating to me. And just putting in the work is so, so very important. You got to put in the work. It may not turn out like you want, like you think it's going to, but it's going to work out like God wants you to. So as I was saying, the things I did this year, yes, I did plan what I was going to do, but I surpassed all the things that I had planned in December. I just said I wanted to speak. That was my main thing. And as Marvin says, who's one of our speakers at our event, by the way, if you did not sign up for our event, EYB Summit, Elevate Your Business Summit, sign up for that. If you did not purchase my book yet, No More Traumedy, go on Amazon and order that. But this year alone, and it's only 12 months, that's it. I mean, time goes by so fast. I'm so emotional right now today. I could cry. I'm so excited and so happy. These are tears of joy because this year I think about like the coaches. I remember my very, very first coach, and she would tell me something, and I was so nervous when I got her. It was like $250 a month. And I was like, I don't know. Because, coaching, I thought was like basketball coach, football coach. When I heard her talking about business coach, I was like, what? I was like, I'm gonna bet on her. And she told me about life and health coaching. And she's like, this would be great for you, Tina. And I did that. That was about 3 years ago. And you got to focus on one thing. And that goes with your coaches too. You can't be all over the place because your mind just goes. I remember when I was coaching with TM for a bit, he inspired me so much. And things have seasons, events have seasons, things that you do have seasons. Last year I was in here and I heard Dr. Fred talking about a book, and I was getting antsy, guys. I was like jumping off my feet. And it was probably like, we're coming on our 1 year anniversary, Dr. Fred. And it was at the time, and Dr. Fred's not cheap, guys. When I'm that person, I'm going to make a decision like this, right? I hired him as my coach, and Dr. Fred, did you see my sizzle reel where I said my coach said I make Traumedy look good? Did you see that?
I saw it. Great. You're doing great.
And you have to have these people around you to inspire you. So let me get to the point, crew. So this year, I started with really dialing on my coaching, meaning training, who I was going to train with, what I was going to do. And then I said speaking events. I just started speaking and practicing. I joined Toastmasters. I did the Grant Cardone contest, which was amazing. I did a retreat in Bermuda because I have family there. So I just wrapped arms with people, right? I was on the stage. I heard this girl named Janice. I heard her voice, her accent. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. That's my Bermuda crew. I DM'd her. I'm like, I'm coming to Bermuda. Let's do something. And listen to this, family. She actually got the location for the retreat. And then when I got to Bermuda, they didn't have a storm. They just had a lot of rain. Like every single day, it rained while I was in Bermuda. And they weren't used to all that rain. And the place that she got flooded. So we couldn't do the event there. But the place that I was staying had a beautiful yoga studio. It was great. My point is everything happens the way it's supposed to happen by God, right? So coming back to America, it's like, okay, podcasts. I started doing a podcast. And we all hear Glenn Lundy's song, right? That's his theme. That's his anthem. And every time I hear it or I hear Eric Thomas speaking, I'm like, I want one of those. And then Marcus Black, I hear him behind the music. In front of the music. And I'm like, I want that. So I hit up 20 with the Keys and I'm like, I want a theme song. I want something. And he's like, make it an anthem, Tina. And he made up my Superstar anthem. So I've got my own theme song, which feels so good. All right. And like I said, Dr. Fred inspired me to do a book. It wasn't something I planned, but I think God got into Dr. Fred. He got into me. And this book is changing lives. All right. The summit that's coming up, I did, in a couple weeks. I built a team transforming these women. It feels amazing. I'm sharing these things with you to let you know that you can do them too if you stay focused. Lisa Nichols said, everything I need is within me. Everything I want, I just have to tap into myself. And you just have to realize where you're going to go. Yesterday, when I was listening to church, he was saying, are you available and are you ready? So I'm asking you, what is your excuse? Before I start on the topic, does anyone want, he's in the building. He's in the building. If you want to see my favorite wordthologist, Coach with the cowboy hat. He likes country music too, guys. Look at us on YouTube. YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. So Dr. Fred, talk from what I've said so far, comments. You want to add comment to what I've said so far?
Well, I think you're on track, totally, right? What you're saying here, I'm going to leave out of Clubhouse so that I don't get the background. And if you believe in you, invest in you. You got to be what you want to see. You got to give what you want to get, and you got to live what you want to leave. And one of the best ways to do this in this coaching space is just show up and demonstrate with an unlimited mindset of abundance, and
Woo!
you're going to be on your way. You're going to become so attractive that people will not be able to resist you. And I'm going to tell you who demonstrate that every day. Stars Tina, you do that every day. But I've seen nobody do it better than Ramon. Ramon Ray,
I'm his biggest fan. I'm his biggest fan.
He puts it out there, doesn't he? He puts it out there, doesn't he? And so, I mean, I am so connected to him and honored that he's my brand coach and he's been helping and supporting me. So what you're saying, I'm just honored to be here. And I love the way you're just blossoming and blowing up and bringing so much value to everybody and what you're doing and the way you're showing up, Stars Tina. So I'm excited to be here with you.
Yes. You see, family, it's all about the people that you're around. I'm going to pull Renee up also. So I'm getting into these three things that I came up with. I have to be a little honest with you guys how I come up with my topic for for Monday. But I'm in church on Sunday. I'm sitting here because I go virtually. Agape in the hallway, giving you a shout out. And I sit here and I'm writing notes. And yesterday they were talking. I was kind of bad, guys. I was multitasking while I was listening to church. I did write down, are you available? Are you ready? And he was talking about Mary and something. But today, I decided to say, how do you get ready? And I'm going to mention some things. I don't want you guys to chime in. Anyone want to say anything before I tap into these topics? Who's on stage?
I would give a great shout out to, of course, but thank you for bringing him on. That was definitely motivating for me, sir, because I actually am a member of the American Bar Association myself, as a 20-year legal professional and a disability advocate. So I just wanted to thank you so much for all that you contribute to the legal industry and how much we really value you. Thank you, Sergeant, for bringing them on. That was very inspiring.
Thank you. I want to give a shout out to a certain person here because people come up with excuses, and I don't think she'll be upset by me mentioning her. Dr. Fred, I have a client, and I've had her for probably 6 or 7 months. It's life/business, not business, I'm sorry, life and health. And we talk about everything. And God definitely brought her to me. And she started going to school, and the school told, she was taking certificate classes. And her school was like, well, you can't take, you can't go to college because your mental health or whatever. And I was like, you can do this. And she got accepted into college, Dr. Fred. Carla, I am so proud of you. Dr. Fred, I've seen so many leaps and bounds from this woman because she decided in her head, I'm not letting go of Tina. So Carla, I want to say I love you, girlfriend. Dr. Fred, did anyone in your journey of those 7 years try to stop you from what you were doing? Like, you're an idiot for keep trying. Did anyone ever try to stop you?
Oh, I ran into a lot of that along the way. Are you sure you want to do this? And maybe you should do something else. But I had one fan. Her name was Margaret. Margaret was a colleague of mine, and she sat me down and she said things that I will not say in this class. But she said, "Let me tell you one thing. You're going to pass this exam." And she gave me she read my news, and she supported me and encouraged me. And as a result, I walked alongside of her, and we passed that exam. So you got to have those diehard fans, those people that believe in you. Go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it. We hear that, right? But you got to come in alignment with your assignment, and you got to have the right people on your team so that you can fulfill your dream. Because if you don't have the right people on your team, you're not going to go anywhere. And you got to get in the right mix with the eagles. You see, eagles will help you fly. Chickens explain, eagles execute. Bottom line. And you just got to be in line with the eagles. Okay, Stars Tina? You're an eagle, and I'm just glad to be here with you. Good to see you, Renee.
I miss you, Dr. Fred. You hear all this juiciness and he's dropping here. Yes. All right, crew. So there's 3 things that I want to share with you today on how you can get ready. But before I do that, I want you to intentionally make a shift in the world. I need your help. Can you help me, Dr. Fred? Can you help me, Renee, Melvin, Ryan, Jackie? Can you guys help me? It's really simple. Here we go. Go to the bottom of your Clubhouse screen, either on Clubhouse, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you are, and intentionally send this room to somebody. Copy the link. Maybe you text it to them. Maybe you go on flipping LinkedIn, TikTok, I don't care. Can you guys do that for me? I want you to intentionally share the room, invite someone here, because it's not about me. It's about what I can do for the world, and I want to make a shift. So, Dr. Jeannie, thank you. And like I was talking about our summit, guys, Elevate Your Summit. You hear Dr. Fred. He is one of our main speakers. Day one is kickoff day. Glenn Lundy's coming through to open up the doors. I'm actually interviewing Dr. Fred today at 1 o'clock. It's confirmed. So the first thing that you can do to get ready, guys, is have some faith. And I had to put this here because if you know anything about my story, you know, I've been through a lot in my life. And I say that with a huge smile. And some people say, well, Tina, you know, you got to bring the energy down. You got to do this. But I can't, because I am just so grateful that I got through all that craziness. You know, am I the only one that's ever felt depressed, defeated, overwhelmed? Did you know that 1 in 5 Americans experience mental health issues? 1 in 5. So let's look around the stage, okay? Dora, Christina, Tina, Marilyn, Renee. That's 5. I guess I'm the one with the mental issues. Let's go. Scott, TM, Jackie, Hal, Ade. Which one of you 5? Who's going to admit to having mental issues? Anybody? Hey, okay.
I think it's 1 in 5 doesn't.
Thank you, Renee. And I share that because sometimes you don't know if you have mental issues because you're embarrassed. It's like, oh, I don't want to say this. I don't want to show up. But we have to give people grace because they don't realize that. That's why therapy is so important. Sometimes people have to force you into therapy. I've been in and out of therapy my whole life, it seems like. But about 7 months ago, my daughter was like, Mom, she kept saying, Mom, go to therapy. Mom, go to therapy. One of my great clients, Aisha, she's a therapist. And I wear my heart on my chest. Everyone knows this. Every Monday night, we have our accountability meetings, and I'll just share. You know, it's not a boohoo crying session. It's not like that, peeps. You know, I'll talk about my daughter, I talk about my son, and she kept saying, Tina, did you get a therapist? So 7 months ago, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. And it opened up my mind to so many things. So I would just want to say, check in with your good friends, check in with those people that seem a little off kilter. And, you know, I don't know why I got off on that tangent. Anyway, my father passed away at 49 years old, and I was devastated. I ended up in a psychiatric hospital, mental hospital, crazy hospital, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't even exist anymore. I actually read the book, The Body Keeps the Score, and it was telling me how they used to do things back in the day. And I think this hospital was one of those hospitals. And I can't think about it too much because I'll start crying, because it was a horrible experience. Like being told you cannot leave, given drugs all day long, you know, and I just said to myself, I'm getting out. There were people that lived there. They absolutely lived. I'm like, how do you live? It was horrible. Now, I am Stars Tina, a life and health coach. And as I always say, I take you from good to great to amazing. I speak from experience, family. And some people who've gone through trauma, they tend to fail at certain things in their life. You know, but you just got to get up and keep going. So I have a mind, body, and soul awakening program, and it's based on my 5 pillars: mindset, heart set, nutrition, exercise, and resilience. Now, consistently doing breath work, yoga, meditation, those are some of the things you can do. So today I want you to download my free ebook. Renee, stick that somewhere for me. And when you do this, you're going to be able to tap into me to get the results that you need to change, you know? So the first thing I said was faith. And I mentioned faith because you got to lean into the faith. And maybe you're not too comfortable with leaning into the faith, but you grab people that lean into, she's in the building, my angel. Angeline was the one who's been helping me all year lean into the faith. Angeline, how's this morning's topic going for you? Talk to me, Mama.
Well, this is fire. I'm really excited for all of this. Stars, you always bring it. You always help me elevate further. To see all y'all at the event. So elevisummit.com. I love it. Back to you, love.
Yes, it's all about that, guys. Elevating your business. Number 2 is study. You heard it from Ramon. You heard it from Dr. Fred. Study, prepare, practice. The third thing you have to do to get ready is make sure you surround yourself with people that are doing the things you want to do. Being here with Dr. Fred, I'm like, I got to be around him more, because just his energy, you know, you have to guard your energy too. You have to be careful with who you surround yourself with, because they will suck your energy. All right. Your vibe is your tribe. Those are my 3 tips for today on how to get ready. Your faith, study, your vibe is your tribe. Anyone want to share before we pull it over or throw it over to Glenn?
Yes.
Go for it.
Hey, Tina, it's Shantae. Good morning. Just really quick, I wanted to tap in and underline something you and Dr. Fred said. See, the adult in us can choose coaching, but see, the toddler in us would have given up. The toddler in him would have given up the first time he failed. The toddler in you would have given up and gotten stuck there when you went to get help. When your father passed away, mine just passed away this past month. So I understand that it takes the adult in you, just like it takes the adult in you to make good health decisions. Stop yielding to the toddler inside of you. Listen to what they're saying. Iron sharpens iron. Get coaching that you need. Back to you, Stars.
I love it. I love it. I made a video I want you guys to watch. So if you're on YouTube, watch this video. It's only a minute, so you better hurry. You better hustle.
Hello, hello, hello. I am Stars Tina, and I'm so excited to be kicking in the doors tomorrow at 5 a.m. with Breakfast with Champions. Glenn Lundy is at the helm, bringing in the ship. We are here Monday through Saturday, 5 a.m. till about 11. Now, Breakfast with Champions is known for featuring engaging conversations and interviews with notable personalities, influencers, and experts across different fields. When you come into our world, you're going to get motivation, education, and inspiration to uplift your mind, your body, and your soul. Tomorrow, I'm kicking it off. Then we have Glenn Lundy, Marilyn Wilkins, Dr. Jeannie Steiner, Adam Smith, Dre Baldwin, Brielle Reich, Matt McCall, David Hill, Rachel Weaver, Crystal Cruz. Woo woo! Make sure you come and get your seat at the table. Download the app on your phone and join us in Clubhouse. Have a great, wonderful, awesome day, and let's kick this day off.
Yes. Did you hear who's coming through here today? Dr. Fred, do you want to leave us with anything before we get out of here?
Just go for it. Without action, there's no traction. So just take action. Just take action. Keep moving.
Yes. Anyone else want to share before we get out of here? Talk to me. Talk to me.
As I always say, if you can think it, you can achieve it. And the only one that's inside your head is you. So you are in control.
Thank you so much for that, Renee. Which brings me to Beyonce. If you guys don't know, Beyonce's movie Renaissance came out on Friday. My daughter actually went to the premiere because her boyfriend worked in it. We were like screaming at the end because his name was in the credits. He does IT. And if you see this movie, it will inspire you, empower you. This woman is a beast. My daughter was telling me how Beyonce said, no one goes home until she is finished. Like, they don't go before her. If it's 4 o'clock in the morning, if it's 9 o'clock at night, you're not leaving until I leave. The work ethics. What are your work ethics? Anyone want to chime in on today's topic? If so, on mic.
It's back, Tina.
Hey, girlfriend.
These guys were saying was really, really hard with me. I know you guys English, tell them each other. But one of those things that really just hit was when he was saying I had to retake the test. Did it? That was me with that teacher certification exam and from multiple states. So I was like, what the heck is that? Which is how Tutors for Teachers was born. But thank you guys so much for pouring in today. It was amazing. And yes, I do believe in therapy and mental health. And I was like, oh, I got to check more into this because I believe in more and more. Thank you.
It's true. It's true. And this time of year, it's tough for some people. Dr. Fred, you know you are welcome here any Monday morning at 5 a.m. I love this energy right here. So remember, guys, I am Stars Tina. I am doing so many things in this last month. I have my vision board event coming up. Angeline is partnering with me. You want to tap in. By the way, Renee, we got to get that landing page going. You want to tap in because this year we are making digital vision boards, and Angeline is helping us do video vision boards, video or voice or something. I don't know. It's something different. But you got to change up, right? Not only are we doing the vision board, Dr. Fred, I'm doing an anthology. You have inspired me. I'm having my first meeting with the people that are coming on to do the anthology, No More Trauma. It's coming out next year in November. It's going to be a training program as well. So we also have a cooking class going on. So if you want to join us, tap into my website. I am Stars Tina. I repeat, I am Stars Tina all over the place. Thank you everyone for coming through to Breakfast with Champions. I see Glenn's link at the top. I'm not
Watching him for him to go live, just sometimes
things happen. So I'm watching. Keep talking.
Yes. Just cut me off. Cut me off when it's time. Yes. So, champions, this is where you want to be. Let's shift the world. Every day this week, let's all intentionally make a post on Facebook, Instagram, somewhere, because I want us to grow. I want us to get better. The new year is coming, and it's time to just take this world by storm. Dr. Fred, you know I love your voice. Give us some more fun.
Yes. You know, Christina, you talk about faith, right? And faith is just one of the foundations to many of our lives. Okay? But when we take this approach of faith, and when we take the approach of really honoring our God or the one that we really serve to please, then all of a sudden everything comes into alignment. And we're not trying to be one person over here and another person over there. We're doing what we do to the glory of the one we serve and the one we honor. And that immediately puts us in a place of being a blessing. You see, too many coaches coach or work to get paid, but you should get paid for your work. And there's a slight difference, but it's a major difference when you're just doing what you do because you love what you're doing, and you do it from such a place of overflow, such a place of unlimitedness. Then you're not out here just trying to shake people down and just trying to make money. It's okay. It's great to make money. I understand it. I love it. The more, and by the way, people, can I go here? Many of us need to get a better relationship with money. There's no money shortage out here, and there's no money problem out here. There's a mindset problem out here. And we haven't come in alignment to honor money so that we can be attracted to it. And by the way, the person who says money can't buy happiness, that person hadn't given enough away yet.
You said giving enough away. Tell us about that. Do you give money away? How does that?
Oh my God. The more I get, the more I give, right? I work to have it to give. Nothing brings me more fulfillment than being a giver. You see, that's the whole motivation behind my business. I don't use people to grow my business. I use my business to grow people. And I will not shy back from enhancing and increasing individuals' worth and telling them how valuable they are because they charge me more. I've had it happen so many times, Coach Tina. I'd go out to work with somebody or hire somebody, and I'll talk about their worth, and I don't shy back because they're going to charge me more. I just let people tell me what it costs, tell me what their price is, tell me what your value is. I never negotiate on personal services. I want to say that again. I never negotiate with anybody on their personal services when it comes to their price, because personal services are personal. And if you are really a master coach, you know you work with people by application, invitation, and qualifications, right? And if you can work with them by invitation, application, and qualification, then you can say goodbye, or you can say, we're no longer in alignment, right? Therefore, when someone comes to a coach and they want to be elevated, then you need to come coachable, teachable, trainable, so that that person can transfer to you everything that's in them. And one of the things that'll turn a coach off more than anything else is when a person comes with a scarcity mentality, or this idea that I can't afford it and I want to get as much as I can for as low as I can. That's not sexy. That's not attractive. Develop this unlimitedness, because what you give out, you open yourself up to receive back to you that multiplied. So I get excited about this coaching space.
I can tell. This year, how are you? Are you satisfied with what you've done this year? Are you a little disappointed? Are you excited? Let's talk about 2023 for you.
Oh my God, this has been one of the best years of my business. It has been one of the most profitable years. It's been one of the most productive years. And I've come to a place where I feel that I've matured as a coach, because I know this is go contrary to what a lot of people teach, right? But Coach Tina, I am running a one-man company. And I know everybody says you need a team and all this. I'm going to do that again. I've had team. I've had all those people around me, but I made a shift and I promoted my team. Okay. People grew outside of me, right? And I've had to learn how to do my websites. I've learned how to do email sequences. I've learned how to do my social media. I learned how to do my marketing. And I've developed this phenomenal relationship with my accounting coach, and I know my numbers. I mean, I never tell yourself you don't do numbers. Never tell yourself you don't write copy. You do write copy. You can do numbers. You just got to fall in love with the journey and who you are becoming. Oh my God. And this year has fired me up. So, and my wife, I mean, we're on our way. We're about to go do a training trip overseas. And this year has been phenomenal. I've helped a lot of people. I've streamlined my coaching practices. You know, I have my high ticket programs, and I'm even doing a challenge now. I did my first challenge and I had 5 people. I sold out of my first challenge. I mean, I understand the funnel better. I mean, get knowledge, get wisdom, but in all of your getting, you better get an understanding. You better understand it. You better understand. I don't know, girl. I'm getting excited.
I love it. Okay. Are you ready to get even more excited?
Yes.
Getting even more excited. Next year, what's up? Do you plan for the next year? What can we expect from you next year? Because you've helped so many people build, make their books, coaching. What's bigger for you? Are you going to be global? Are you going to travel more? Are you speaking more? What are some things? Because right now I'm going to tap into you to grow, to expand you.
I want to help 1 million first-time authors do it right. I want to help 1 million first-time authors set up their own publishing company. I want to help 1 million authors become publishers and understand what that means. I want to help 1 million.
Pause right there. So you said publisher. So not just write a book. You want to help them be a publishing company?
To be a publishing company, just like you're doing. You are an example of what I want to help more and more people do. So many people step into self-publishing and they don't understand the legal power of what it means to be a publisher. It's good to become a bestseller. Now what? Not only are you a bestseller, you're a best-selling publisher. And when you're a publisher, you can publish yourself, and then you can go and publish others. And when you're publishing yourself and you're publishing others, you're setting people up for phenomenal success. And I want to help people get paid and not played. Enough people done got played, and I want to help people get paid. And that's what you do when you help somebody write a book, build a brand, and start a business. I want to help 1 million people do that in 2024. And in 2024, I got my theme, no more in 2024 and more in 2024. More impact, more influence, more income, but I want to help more people. Stars, Tina.
I love it. I think you got a client right on top of you, Renee, because she's thinking about being a published company, since she's helped me with so many things.
Yeah, it is a powerful thing.
I love it. All righty. So let's get at it. I know I put you for 1. Are you available at 2? Or just 1?
I'll make it happen. I mean, I'll inbox it to Central or Eastern.
Eastern. I'll email you because I think Angeline can't do 1 and I want her with you. You sound so good. You're amazing. Oh my gosh. Thank you for rolling through. I was like, I saw you over there like, have a wonderful.
You draw me. You bring the energy, right? I mean, you have done something that I don't have. I don't know if anybody else has done what you're doing. Let me tell you what that is. You've celebrated the investments that I've made in myself. And it really touches me because I tell a lot of people that and they brush it off. They blow it off. I remember sitting down talking to one guy. He's like, oh, yeah. And they don't honor what I've done. And you call that out. And I don't know of anybody else that I've had to celebrate and honor what I've invested. 401k, IRA, and money from my wealthy sister, Anna Mae. I mean, you celebrate that.
I see so much more. Like, I know you said these people, but I don't know. I like when you speak, you remind me a little bit of a preacher or a minister, which is great. But I see you on stages, definitely, because when you speak, it's just like, and when I first asked you to speak at the event and you didn't reply, or maybe you missed the email or whatever, I was like, oh, we're not having Dr. Fred. I was like a little disappointed. And then I saw your yes, and it's crazy. The schedule was made already, Dr. Fred. Like we had all the people, I was like, I don't care. I'm putting him in. I don't care. So, like, you know how Ramon talks about how he gets paid 30,000, 20,000. I see that so easily for you because it, first of all, it so naturally comes to you. It's natural. You don't have to write a script, and the rhyming and those little things that's a catcher. That's what's like, because Ramon doesn't do the rhyming stuff. So that right there, like, ooh, it's like the spice. It's like a little bit of, I don't even know who does that. Who does like that? Do you make those up? I don't know, but that's great. So I see speaking. I want you to lean into that a little more. That's my download from God for you.
I receive it. I receive it. I was down in New Orleans. I spoke to this company 2 months ago, and I was so authentic, sirs. And I said, and the audience, some people know my story. I've learned to love everybody, and God has just done such a phenomenal work. So the audience was like all these older white guys, and I got up there and I said, I used to not be comfortable with white people, and I'm like, and I told them that, and I'm like, oh my God, they're never going to invite me back. Sure enough, they called and they's like, we love you. You should have been the opening speaker and the closing speaker, and we want you back. And they sent me to 21 of their corporations. So I just come back off of a 21 company trip speaking tour over the last month. So yes, I received the speaking.
I say lean into Ramon and Dr. Jeannie because they know the things when it comes to speaking. National Speakers Association, I want to join them next year because, like I said, it's effortless ease for you. And you know, I don't even see where, and another thing I was going to say, it's something I think that this will inspire you. I think before me, again, I'm going to take credit for this. Because when we first started talking, you were talking about, you want to write a book, you want to write a book. And I'm saying to myself, I do not need a book. I remember saying to you, I have a book already. But what you gave me was that you're worth this. And you gave me a plan, like you can do this. And it's just, you are so much more than just coaching someone to write books. Like, it's the worth. And that's what people need, to see that you are worth this. And they don't understand that, you know, just because you had a hard life, just because whatever you were. So that's where I see you up there, like Lisa Nichols, like Eric Thomas, like, let's get this. Maybe you go to the colleges, to the, you know, whatever, but that's my download.
I receive it. Thank you. Honored, humble.
Yes. All right. We got exercise class in like 15 minutes. I just went over, but I'm not even on BWC anymore. You just inspired me. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you later.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Bye, Renee. See you. Bye, everyone.